Hello everybody, Tiri back again with another video. And now guys, the Manic Monday, all the 8 matches are finished. Hubirka just knocked out the world number 2 Daniel Medvedev in 5 sets. They started the match earlier today where Hubirka was 4-3 up in the lead in the 4th set with no breaks. And then when they started the match, Hubi broke Medvedev's serve immediately to 5-3, and then he held his serve to 6-3, and then Hubirka broke Medvedev's serve 2 times in the 5th set and won the 5th 6-3. This was a surprise, guys. For me, this was a surprise that Medvedev lost to Hurkacz. Hurkacz has been a disaster since he won Miami Open. I think he has won only 1 match since he won his maiden Masters 1000 title back at Miami, back at March, something like that. He has won only 1 match, Hurkacz. He has been losing the first round the entire year after he won that Miami Open title. So I didn't think Hurkacz would knock out Medvedev, but am I surprised? No, guys, look. I am never surprised when top seed players loses if they are not named Djokovic. I will get surprised if Novak loses against players like Hubirka or players like Fusovic, like Rublev did yesterday, or players like Felix Eliassime, or players like Tiafoe, like Stefan Tsitsipas did in the first round. All the others, all can beat each other. So this is not any shocker whatsoever. It was one of my subscribers, Daniela, by the way, who has a great tennis brain. She said, everybody can beat everybody. Besides Djokovic, not everybody can beat Djokovic. All the others, it is just everybody can beat everybody. So I'm surprised that Hubi defeated Medvedev. Yes, I didn't pick Hubi to defeat Medvedev. But am I shocked? No. No. I am not shocked at all. So Hubirka goes to his first ever quarterfinal at Wimbledon. Maybe his first ever quarterfinal at a Grand Slam event. Maybe, I'm not quite sure about that. But for sure, he has never been in a quarterfinal at Wimbledon before. This will be his first ever quarterfinal at Wimbledon. He denied Medvedev to play his first ever quarterfinal at Wimbledon because Medvedev, he has never been past the 4th round at Wimbledon. Medvedev actually, he has the better stats basically everywhere in the numbers if you look. He won more points behind first serve. I believe he won 80% behind his first serve, Hubi 77. He won more points behind second serve. Medvedev won 54% behind second serve, Hubi won 46. He did 45 winners, 32 unforced errors. So Medvedev does 13 more winners than unforced errors. Hubi does 47 winners and 38 unforced errors. So Hubi does only 9 more winners than unforced errors. Medvedev does 13 more winners than unforced errors. Actually, Medvedev even wins more points than Hubirka. Medvedev wins in the total match. Medvedev wins 150 points. Hubirka wins 145 points. So Medvedev wins 5 more points than Hubirka. But what is tennis all about? What is tennis all about? To win the important sets. To win the important points. Hubirka had 4 breakpoint opportunities. He converted in 3 of them. Daniel Medvedev, he had 8 breakpoint opportunities and he converted in 3 of them as well. But so they break each other's serve 3 times each. But the difference was here, Medvedev was not breaking Hubirka's serve in the 4th and the 5th set. That was the most important sets of the match. Medvedev didn't see any single breakpoint opportunity in the 4th and in the 5th set. Hubirka did break Medvedev's serve 1 time in the 4th set when they started playing after the rain delay yesterday, and he broke Medvedev's serve 2 times in the 5th set. You don't need more than that so in tennis. Just break your opponent's serve more times than he breaks yours, and you will be the winner. Simple as that. Medvedev, he was not winning any points behind second serves in the 4th and in the 5th set. I believe Medvedev won 23 points behind second serves in the 4th set. 23% winning points behind your second serve. You will not win any set. And he did that in the fourth set. 23% he won behind the second serve in the fourth set. Hubert Hurkacz, 60%. Big difference, huh? Hubert Hurkacz wins 60% behind the second serve in the fourth set. Daniil Medvedev wins 23%. You will not win any set with that kind of a horrible winning percentage behind your second serve. In the fifth set, same thing there. Medvedev was winning 31% behind the second serve. Hubert Hurkacz 50%. So Medvedev 31% behind the second serve in the fifth set. Hubert Hurkacz 50%. Hubert Hurkacz defeated by Medvedev in the fourth and the fifth set by serving better than Daniil Medvedev, especially by winning much more points behind second serve than Daniil Medvedev was doing. So there you had it. Medvedev probably was the better player at the stats. Yeah, the stats are showing that he was doing more winners, less unforced errors, was winning points more behind first serve and second serve, was doing more aces, etc., etc., etc. Medvedev was not winning the most important points, even though Medvedev won more points than Hubert Hurkacz in the match, 5 more points. All right, guys, enough about that match. Now we go and talk about the quarterfinal matches that we have had tomorrow, guys. Last 8-man standing are left in the field. We had 128 players when this event started 10 days ago. Now we have only 8 left in the field. And of this Manic Monday we had yesterday, guys, 3 of the players that has been knocked out in the top 10, of course, are Rublev, Zverev, and Medvedev. And funny enough, all of these 3 are Russians. Even Zverev is Russian, even though he's playing for Germany, but his parents are from Russia, so Zverev is Russian as well. And if you count Tsitsipas in this occasion, where he lost in the first round, he's half Russian. So these Russian players have not done the tremendous, greatest Wimbledon run, to say the least, besides Karen Khachanov, who is in that quarterfinal. All right, guys. Without any further ado, let's go to this quarterfinal preview and predictions. We start with the world number 1, Novak Djokovic first. We go from the top section of the draw and go down to the bottom section of the draw. We start with Novak Djokovic, the world number 1, the defending champion from 2019. He will face Marton Fucsovics, yeah, the Hungarian ball striker, a heavy ball striker, especially with his forehand. He hits the ball so heavy and hard with the forehand. He's lighting fast, he moves good, he's good at the net, he's pretty solid from the baseline. Djokovic will face Marton Fucsovics. Djokovic, he doesn't need any presentation. The greatest all-round player of all time, who has won all the majors, who is a double career Grand Slam winner and has won all the 4 majors at least twice. So he doesn't need any presentation. 19 Grand Slam titles, and he's chasing his 20th Grand Slam title to join the club with Federer and Nadal. They will face each other in that quarterfinal tomorrow. The head-to-head is 2-love to Novak Djokovic. They have faced each other 2 times before. Novak has been the winner in both of those 2 occasions. But Marton Fucsovics has taken sets in both of those 2 matches. So Marton Fucsovics obviously, clearly bothers Novak Djokovic. Novak Djokovic, guys, he has looked superior. He has looked solid. He has looked consistent in his first 4 matches. But what did I say when I did my preview 10 days ago, 2 weeks ago? What did I say? Novak Djokovic will not have any kind of a problem in the first 4 matches. He will win all of his first 4 matches in straight sets. I was wrong about the first one when he lost the first set against Jack Draper. But after that, he has won all of his sets that he has played in his first 4 matches. He has not played any quality opponents. Let's face it, in the first one, Kevin Allison, he has been finished in a couple of years now with injuries and surgeries and etc., etc. Then Denis Kudla. Denis Kudla would never trouble Novak Djokovic. He doesn't have the belief, he doesn't have the talent, he doesn't have the consistency. Then Cristian Garin in the 4th round. Cristian Garin, for God's sakes, he doesn't know how to return serves. So Novak Djokovic now will face his first test, in my opinion, against Marton Fucsovics. Marton Fucsovics, guys, is legit. He has played in so many 4 rounds appearances before in the slams. Now he's playing his first ever quarterfinal appearance at the major events and will face Novak Djokovic there. Marton Fucsovics has a great forehand. He has great hands. He's great at the net. He was 81% successful at the net against Andrei Rublev. He's a physical beast. You cannot take him down physically. Novak Djokovic will not take Martin Fucsovics down with physicality here. He never gets tired. He's so strong physically. Martin Fucsovics' weaknesses are his returns, his backhand, and his second serve. He has not been crazy successful in winning points behind second serves. In all of his 4 matches that he has won, Martin Fucsovics has won only in 1 match over 50% points behind the second serve, and that was against Jarek Vesely in the second round. But that match was played only 1 set because Vesely was forced to retire because of injury. All the other matches that Fucsovics has won, first round against Jannik Sinner, he didn't win over 50% behind second serve. The third match he won against, I believe he defeated in the third match. In the third round, which played the defeat, I don't remember. But the third round match he won, I don't remember who that opponent was now. He didn't won over 50% behind second serves. And against Andrei Rublev in the 4th round, when he defeated Rublev yesterday, he won only 45% behind second serves. So Martin Fucsovics, he's facing now the greatest returner of all time. If Martin Fucsovics couldn't win over 50% behind second serve against all the 4 opponents that he has faced so far at Wimbledon, besides Jarek Vesely in the second round, but that was only for 1 set, he will have nightmare of winning over 50% behind second serve against the greatest serve returner of all time, Novak Djokovic. Djokovic, on the other hand, he has won over 80% behind first serve in all of his matches, and in 1 match against Cristian Garin, he won 92% behind first serves. And he has won over 60% in all of his matches when it comes winning points behind second serve, besides against Denis Kudla, where he won 50% points behind second serve. But in all the other 3 matches, he has won over 60% behind second serves. So I think that Djokovic will win the serve return battle here, and because of that, I think that Djokovic will win and defeat Martin Fucsovics in 4 sets. But I think Martin takes 1 set because Martin has such great forehand, such good from the baseline, such a great athlete. He's lightning fast, such great hands from the net at the net. So for Martin Fucsovics to cause an upset here, he needs to be serving between 65 to 70% first serves in. It will not be enough with 57% first serves in like he had against Andrei Rublev yesterday. It wasn't enough against Andrei Rublev, a 500 class specialist, but he's not facing a 500 class specialist now. He's facing one of the greatest tennis players of all time, and one day he will be, if he's not already, the greatest tennis player of all time, Novak Djokovic. It will not be enough with 57% in landing first serves. He needs to land much more first serve so he can do damage with his forehand. Martin Fucsovics is a light version of Matteo Berrettini with a worse serve. When he lands his first serve, he does so much damage with his forehand and at the net. He doesn't do so much damage with his backhand, exactly like Berrettini. Berrettini doesn't do so much damage with his backhand. So Martin Fucsovics reminds me of a weaker version of Matteo Berrettini. But I think that the quality that Martin possesses with forehand, with lightning fast feet, with good at the net, with consistency from the baseline, he can for sure take 1 set. So I truly believe he will take 1 set from Novak Djokovic, but I think Novak will be too solid, too strong, both with serves, both with returns, and will be just too clutch in big moments. Novak Djokovic is the clutch beast, for God's sakes. So Novak comes through in 4 sets against Martin Fucsovics. All right, let's go to the next match. Denis Shapovalov versus Karen Khachanov. Karen Khachanov, who's playing his first quarterfinal at a major event in 2 years' time. Last time he played a quarterfinal match at this high level was at French Open 2019, where he lost to Dominic Thiem in straight sets. Now he's facing a redlining Denis Shapovalov. I truly believe Denis Shapovalov is the redlining guy. He's playing consistent, solid, good tennis. He's constructing the points good. He's taking good decisions. He's showing good shot tolerance. He's playing such really fine tennis, guys, with a lot of winners. He has cut down his unforced errors, even though he did 41 against RBA. But as long as he does much more winners than he does unforced errors, that is great news for Denis Shapovalov. He did 52 winners against RBA, 41 unforced errors. So he does 11 more winners than unforced errors. Against Andy Murray in the third round, when he defeated Andy Murray straight sets, he did 45 winners and only 24 unforced errors. He does 21 more winners than unforced errors. He's winning a lot of points behind first serves, but not so much behind second serves. He won only 44% behind second serves against RBA. He needs to take that number a little higher. It will be enough against Kashanev, I believe. So he was pretty successful winning points behind first serves against RBA. He won 78% behind first serves against RBA. Kashanev, on the other hand, he didn't win over 70% behind first serves against Korda in his third round match. He didn't win over 50% behind second serve against Korda in his 4-round match. So I truly believe that Denis Shapovalov, he will defeat Karen Khachanov. They faced each other before one time. It is 1-love in the head-to-head for Denis Shapovalov. Karen Khachanov has done a great run. He has had a good draw. Let's be honest here. He has not faced the most difficult opponents on his way, and he barely defeated Korda with a really weak serve. He almost lost that one against Korda. It was a service break fest in that fifth set. 13 break of serves we saw in that fifth set between Korda and Karen Khachanov. He will not afford to lose his serve 9 times like he did against Korda yesterday against Denis Shapovalov. Denis Shapovalov is much better than Korda. He's a better consistent player from a baseline than Korda. He serves better than Korda. So I don't know how Karen Khachanov will take out Denis Shapovalov. Yeah, he can do that because let's not forget here, Denis Shapovalov, he goes in that Santa Claus mode time to times. Especially he used to do that in the past. I have not seen Denis Shapovalov in that Santa Claus mode so far during this Wimbledon 2021. Will Denis Shapovalov turn into that Santa Claus tomorrow against Karen Khachanov? I don't think so. He has looked too solid, too composed, too dedicated, too consistent. I think that Denis Shapovalov takes out Karen Khachanov in straight sets. So I think Denis wins in straight sets against Karen Khachanov. That was the top section of the draw. Now we go to the bottom section of the draw. Berrettini versus Felix Aliassime. Yeah, guys. Felix Aliassime, the 8-time loser finalist and the ATP Tour, and who is loved 16 in sets in those 8 finals that he has been on the ATP Tour and lost all of those finals in straight sets. He will face Matteo Berrettini, one of my top 3 favorites before this event started. Matteo Berrettini, who has one of the best forehands in the world. His forehand is top 3 in the world. When he lands that first serve, the point is over. He will kill you in the 3rd shot, and if he not kills you in the 3rd shot, he will for sure kill you in the 5th shot. So, Felix Aliassime, his key will be to try to return Matteo Berrettini's big serve. Matteo Berrettini does a lot of aces, and if he doesn't do a lot of aces, he for sure will kill you and he will punish you in the 3rd shot. His serve, your return, bam! 3rd shot, he will do a winner. And of course, majority of the winners he does, it is of course with his beloved forehand. It is not with his backhand. His backhand is weak. This is a weakness in his arsenal. But on grass, he can avoid hitting a lot of topspin backhands. He can hit slices, and those slices are very effective on grass because they stay low. So Matteo Berrettini, for me, is the favorite against Felix Aliassime. Felix Aliassime, who has done a tremendous good run at Wimbledon. He's playing his first ever quarterfinal in his career after defeating Alexander Zverev yesterday in an epic 5-set battle. But let's be honest, Felix Aliassime, he did a good match. I will not take anything away from him. He did 55 winners, 51 unforced errors. He does 4 more winners than unforced errors. He did 17 aces, but he does 6 double faults. That is okay to do 6 double faults. That is not crazy high. But he did a lot of unforced errors with his forehand. Felix Aliassime against Alexander Zverev. I believe he did 31 unforced errors with his forehand against Zverev, Felix Aliassime, and did only 16 winners. Felix Aliassime needs to clean up his forehand tomorrow against Berrettini. If he doesn't clean up his forehand, he will not stand a chance against Matteo Berrettini. Matteo Berrettini he's legit, guys. He is legit. He's strong. He serves big. He hits his forehand big. I don't know if anyone hits the forehand bigger than Matteo Berrettini on the fast surface. I doubted that, guys. He's playing. He has a good slice on this surface on grass, which stays low. His returns are not the greatest. So Felix Auger-Aliassime will win a lot of service games because I have a feeling we will see a couple of tie breaks here. But I will say Matteo Berrettini, he was one of my top 3 favorites before the event started, and Felix was one of my dark horses. I had 5 dark horses before the event started, and Felix is the last one left in the field of my 5 dark horses that I had before the event started. I will go with Matteo Berrettini. I think Matteo will serve better. He will hit the forehand better. Will he return better? I don't think so. But if they go to tie break, I fancy Matteo Berrettini more than Felix there. So, but you never know. Felix, he's very talented. He has a great... His forehand is usually good, even though it was not superior against Zverev, I must say. But usually his forehand is good. He has a good serve, especially the first serve. His second serve can be, he can double fault sometimes. But he sometimes can be an unforced error machine, Felix Auger-Aliassime. Exactly like Denis Shapovalov. These Canadian dudes, they have a tendency to sometimes be unforced errors machine. Even though they have cut down the unforced errors, both of them, both Denis and Felix Auger-Aliassime, at least in this year's Wimbledon 2021. But I have a feeling that Matteo Berrettini will be too consistent, too strong, too big. He will serve better. He will do a much better job on the 0 to 5 shots. And in the end, that will, be the main factor why Matteo Berrettini will win. And I think Matteo wins in 4 sets. I think Felix takes 1 set. All right, guys. Now we have the 4th match, the 4th quarterfinal of tomorrow. And of course, that is between Roger Federer versus Hubert Hurkacz. Roger Federer, who many of us believed he will face Dan Medvedev, and I'm gonna say you something to you guys. I never believed Medvedev will go to that final. I honestly cannot believe how many people and some YouTubers as well thought that Medvedev will go to that final and face Novak Djokovic. All respect to Daniel Medvedev, he has won 11 titles in his career. I believe he is a 2-time Grand Slam finalist. But he needs to improve his mentality. He needs to improve his second serve. He was not winning a lot of second serves against Hubert Hurkacz, especially not in the 4th and the 5th set. In the entire match, he was pretty successful, won 54% of the second serves. But in the 4th and the 5th set, he was not successful at winning second serves. He needs to improve his forehand. His forehand is weak. When the errors come, you can squeeze those errors from his forehand side. And so, if Medvedev doesn't improve these things, his second serve, his forehand, and his returns are pretty good, his serve are pretty good, mostly his forehand and his second serve. If he doesn't improve these kind of errors in his game, he will not win a major, guys. He will not win a major. I said it already at French Open when he lost to Stefan Tsitsipas, where he did a lot of unforced errors with his forehand in that quarterfinal match against Stefan Tsitsipas at French Open. I said it already, and some of you were laughing, and some of you were calling me crazy. I'm not crazy. I'm only honest. He for sure can win majors. He for sure can win 3 majors when his career is over. But he's not crazy young. He's 25 years old, guys. Yeah, he's not crazy old as well. But he is not becoming any younger. He's only becoming older and older. He needs to improve the second serve, and he needs to improve the forehand. If he doesn't do that, he will not win majors. Trust me, guys. All right. If Medvedev would have been to the quarterfinal, I would have picked Roger to defeat Medvedev. I swear that to you guys. Anyway, Medvedev is not there. Hubert Hurkacz is there now. They have faced each other 1 time before. I forgot to say about Berrettini and Felix. They have faced each other 1 time before. The head-to-head is 1-love to Berrettini. They faced each other in the final in Stuttgart 2019, where Berrettini won in straight sets. But that was the final, and we all know that Felix Auger-Aliassime is an expert of losing finals. So now it is a quarterfinal, so Felix Auger-Aliassime will have a bigger chance here against Berrettini than he had against in 2019 in that Stuttgart final. Anyway, Federer, Hubert Hurkacz. They faced each other only 1 time 2 years ago. Federer won in straight sets. Hubert Hurkacz, who is a surprise to me in this quarterfinal. The head-to-head is 1-love to Roger Federer, but that was 2 years ago. Hubert Hurkacz is a different player now. He's a Master 1000 champion, won his first and only Master 1000 title 3-4 months ago at Miami. Hubert Hurkacz, He's the player who won all his 4 matches in straight sets. He's the only player to actually win all of his 4 matches at this year's Wimbledon 2021 in straight sets. And he defeated Daniil Medvedev, the world number 2, in 5 sets and won the 4th and 5th 6-3, 6-3. Will he defeat Novak Djokovic? Will he defeat Roger Federer as well? You never know. He for sure can do. Federer, you never know which kind of a mode Federer will be tomorrow. Federer is such unpredictable nowadays. But Federer, to me, he has risen up his level more and more for each match that has gone. Even though Federer has not faced tremendously good opponents, let's be honest. The only decent opponent was Manorino, who likes playing on grass, who has flat shots. Ricard Gasquet, he's weak. His prime is over. He is in a decline. In the 3rd round, Federer faced Cam Norrie. Cam Norrie is a pretty decent player. Has had a solid year so far. Has played some finals, has lost no finals. But let's be honest, Cam Norrie is not a big champion player. And then in the 4th round, he faced Lorenzo Sonego, who was really weak. So Federer has not been really tested much. And will Hubjurka test him? You know what? I think he will do. With that serve that he has a big first serve. And he can win a lot of points behind second serves as well. He has a good forehand. And he has a solid backhand. His backhand is not a disaster. He has a solid backhand. And his returns are pretty good. Hubjurka is a decent, say, top 20, top 30 player in the world. He's not top 10 player in the world for a reason. Everything he does, he doesn't do murderous good. He doesn't have a murderous good serve. He has a good serve, but not murderous good. He doesn't have a murderous good forehand. He has a good forehand, but not murderous good. He doesn't have a murderous good backhand. He has a good backhand, but not murderous good. He has decent returns. So everything in Hubjurka's game are pretty solid. They are not amazing, and they are not a disaster. They are pretty solid. But Federer is a better grass court player than Hubjurka. Federer is a better first strike tennis player than Hubjurka. Federer is a better 0-4 shots player than Hubjurka. Federer has a better first serve than Hubjurka, in my opinion. Federer has a better second serve than Hubjurka. Federer is a more, how can I say, maybe he's even more consistent player than Hubjurka, even though Federer is not consistent as he used to be 10 years ago. Let's be honest, he's 39 years old, almost 40 years old. So Federer is he is a better player than Hubjurka. Let's be honest here. I think that he will attack Hubjurka's second serve much, because Hubjurka doesn't have the greatest second serve. He won only 46% behind his second serve against Daniil Medvedev. So Federer will attack Hubjurka's second serve when Hubjurka will serve second serve. Federer will be aggressive on the returns. I really hope he is. He was not slicing so much against Lorenzo Sonego. That was really fun to see. I truly hate when Federer does so many slice returns. He can use the slice into the rallies. That is a very effective game plan, especially on grass where the ball stays low. But I hate it when Roger Federer slices a lot of returns, especially the second serve returns. I really hate it. He didn't do that so much against Sonego, barely anything. So I don't think we will see many slices when Hubjurka will serve second serve. So I think Federer will go for those second serves. He will try to pull the trigger. He will try to hit top spin backhands. He will for sure slice some kind of second serves from Hubjurka time to time. But I don't think that we will see that crazy many times second serve slice returns from Roger Federer. And then on the rallies, I think Federer will try to, because Hubjurka is a pretty big dude. I think in the rallies, Federer will try to play slices a lot, because I don't think Hubjurka likes to taking the ball low, because he's big dude. He doesn't have easy time gripping that ball and ripping the ball from his knees up. So that will not be easy for him. I don't think Medvedev was not slicing at Hubjurka. Medvedev doesn't have that variety in his game. He's pretty much little one-dimensional, Daniil Medvedev. Not as one-dimensional as Rublev, because Rublev is really one-dimensional player. So Federer will give Hubjurka a lot of different looks. He will chip and charge. He will attack the net. He will play slices when the ball is in play. He will pull the trigger. He will just give all kind of different balls to Hubert, and which Hubert has not seen in his first 4 opponents that he has faced so far in this 2021 Wimbledon edition. So it will be a completely different game when Hubert faces Roger Federer tomorrow. So I think Roger Federer wins this quarterfinal tomorrow. I think he will do it in 4 sets. I think that Hubert takes 1 set because I don't trust in Roger Federer's consistency level. He can be so unpredictable. You never know when he can just throw 1 game for free and take that Santa Claus hat up in his head. So I think that Federer loses 1 set, but I think Federer wins the match. So I think the winners from tomorrow's quarterfinals will be Djokovic, Denis Shapovalov, Matteo Berrettini, Roger Federer. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and see you next time. Peace.